Today, we're talking about the return of Colleen Ballinger after a hiatus following her flop of a sing-along apology. Derek Chauvin, the man convicted of unaliving George Floyd, was stabbed in prison, and as of recording, it is in critical condition, and more, all in today's episode of The Insight Hour. What's going on, everyone? Good to see you all again. It's been like a week since our last full episode dropped, due to my moving, and even though I'm not quite done yet, there were a few things that came up that I thought we should discuss. So make sure you're subscribed to catch all of our updates throughout the week, and Alice, take it away from here.
Today, we delve into the recent controversy surrounding YouTube personality Colleen Ballinger, known for her character Miranda Sings. After a period of silence, Ballinger has returned to address accusations and past actions that have sparked significant online debate.
Alright, so Colleen Ballinger, a name synonymous with quirky comedy and the infamous Miranda Sings, has returned to the scene of the crime. She had taken some time away after posting her somewhat cringeful ukulele performance.
Details of my life, which was really weird of me.
Yeah, anyway, she's back to try and smooth things over now. Ballinger's last video, by her own admission, was, quote, really embarrassing. Having been accused of some pretty gnarly stuff, she was, admittedly mad. But hey, aren't we all when the pitchforks are out? This time around, she's apologizing for her past behaviors, including some, let's just say, questionable fan interactions and comedic choices. By questionable, of course I mean she's been accused of grooming fans and having inappropriate conversations with minors. Oh, and let's not forget the infamous fart joke incident. Look, I know comedy is subjective, but where do we draw the line between a laugh and a lapse of judgment? Now, let's talk about Adam McClintry, a former superfan turned critic. With no apology and what seems to be just damage control, he's not really buying into what Ballinger's putting out. So what's the verdict? Is Ballinger's apology a step towards redemption, or is this just too little too late? It's a wild world online, one where your past can haunt you faster than you can say like and subscribe, which, you know, you should. Anyhow, is this a sincere attempt at reconciliation, or is this just a strategic move to salvage her career? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd, was reportedly stabbed in prison, and his family has been left without updates on his condition as of recording.
So here's the lowdown. Chauvin, currently serving a 21-year sentence for violating George Floyd's civil rights and a 22-and-a-half-year sentence for second-degree murder, was stabbed by another inmate at a federal correctional institution in Tucson, Arizona. Unfortunate for him, this prison wasn't exactly known as the poster child for safety, having been known for its many security lapses and staffing shortages. Now, let's broaden our scope outside Chauvin for just a second. This particular incident, with as well-known and charging as it is, raises some serious questions about prison safety and inmate rights. I mean, my birth father was in prison for 25 years, so to me, this is more like a spotlight on some of the norms of prison I sort of thought were common knowledge, but I mean, regardless of what Chauvin did, the idea of anyone getting stabbed in prison is unsettling. Not uncommon, but still unsettling. Chauvin's lawyer is currently slamming the prison for its lack of communication. It must really suck having to face the challenges many families, including my own, face when trying to get information about their incarcerated loved ones from the system that's about as transparent as a brick wall. I won't lie to you, I'm definitely experiencing some schadenfreude right about now. Sucks to suck, huh? Pettiness aside, let's think about this a little deeper, shall we? Chauvin, a former cop, in prison for a high-profile crime, becoming a target. It's not just ironic, it was predictable. I mean, surprised? Should we be? It's like expecting a piranha to play nice in a goldfish tank. The prison system, known for its rough edges, isn't exactly a place for former law enforcers to find quiet and peace. It's more like a lion's den, and Chauvin walked in wearing a meat suit. It's a world where the protectors can become the prey, and the lines between justice and vengeance are, sort of blurred. I will say that having such a big spotlight on the fact that our prison system, a place meant for rehabilitation and justice, can sometimes mirror the veritable shitstorm it's supposed to quell. So is there a lesson to be learned here? Probably something about fixing a system that's supposed to fix those within it, because at the end of the day, if our prison systems are jungles, then we're all just one step away from the law of the wild.
A significant development in digital privacy and government surveillance. Representative Ron Wyden has raised concerns about the Hemisphere Project, a secretive program allowing law enforcement to access trillions of phone records, often without warrants.
Okay, so it seems we've got what sounds like the plot of a dystopian novel coming to light. Here's the deal. The New Hampshire Project, the Manhattan Project, Dr. Manhattan. Oh my god, it's all Watchmen. Yeah, sorry about that one. It's kind of late, so I'm like testing how loud I can be while recording this, and my studio echoes, so I might need to get some noise suppressors before I start getting fully animated. Anyways, the Hemisphere Project isn't just a peek into your call history. I mean, we're talking about trillions of records dating all the way back to 1987. So it's really more like someone is digging through your digital graveyard of every call you have ever made. That was before I was born. So I don't know what little baby me was talking about or why you would need to know. Oh, and they're doing it without warrants most of the time. Hence, we didn't know about it. But I mean, who needs privacy when you can have Big Brother as your BFF, right? The problem is this isn't just about the snooping. It's about the Fourth Amendment taking a back seat to security. Wyden is now asking the Justice Department to spill the beans on this long-running surveillance program, but we'll see if we see anything about it. I mean, I highly doubt it. Don't expect to know what was going on with it. Oh, and fun fact, AT&T, the telecom giant, yeah, they're the ones providing all the records. But hey, they're just following orders, right? Just remember, unchecked surveillance can lead to a significant further erosion of personal privacy. When the government has the ability to track, monitor, and store vast amounts of personal information, the concept of privacy is fundamentally altered. Individuals may begin to feel that their every action, communication, or movement is being watched, leading to a chilling effect on personal expression and freedom. You know, there's some world power out there that does this. I can't remember who it is though, but I feel like we tend to blame them for everything. And we're like super in debt to them. Oh yeah, it's run by Winnie the Pooh, but we're nothing like them, right?
Russia has added Andy Stone, a spokesman for tech giant Meta, owner of Facebook and Instagram, to a wanted list. This move comes weeks after Russian authorities classified Meta as a terrorist and extremist organization.
Fascinating. So as it would appear, Russia's playing some hardball with Meta and their communications director Andy Stone by putting him on Russia's most wanted list. Russia's Interior Ministry hasn't yet elaborated on why Stone is wanted. We just know that it's for criminal charges. Oh, and get this, Stone was actually put on the list way back in February of 2022, but we're just now starting to hear about it. So pretty delayed reaction there. Sort of like finding out you're on the naughty list for Christmas in like July or something. We do know this all ties back to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Meta had made some changes to its hate speech policy, allowing for posts like "death to the Russian invaders" to spread. They did draw a line over statements around violence against civilians, but Russia's not really having any of that. They've called the move an incitement to violence against all Russians. Now, Russia's already blocked major Western social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as part of a broader crackdown on free speech and independent media. So what's the big picture here? Are we looking at a new frontier of digital warfare, where tech giants and governments go head to head? That might be better than them working hand in hand like they tend to do. Are we moving to a world where your next post could land you on a wanted list, or where the battle lines are drawn in cyberspace? I said world. I know this is already reality for some. Oh, and last fun fact, they've already barred Mark Zuckerberg from entering the country. So Andy here is just the second to catch a stray. And on that note, we're gonna call it. I'm still unpacking and setting up my new apartment, so scheduling this week may be a little wonky still, but our short should still be on time. As you can tell, the lighting is off. Some areas might not be working as well with the green screen right now. There's some serious echo in here, and I don't want to piss off my new neighbors. Got a few things to figure out right now. Anyways, stay weird, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully Wednesday. Bye.